Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here in Edinburgh. With me I've got my good buddy, my brother, Aston Brown. Aston, second fight back from the comeback, and the comeback continues.
Yes.
We spoke a little bit off camera there. You said yourself there that was the best you thought you boxed compared to the one in Glasgow.
I thought it was a different fighter there, mate, and it's not because of my skill set or anything like that, it's just because my relaxedness, mate, and getting behind my long shots and my jab. As you can see, mate, my jab couldn't miss tonight. It busted up his face, the uppercut couldn't miss, the hook couldn't miss, know what I mean? Sometimes we get a bit too close at times, but again, you're never perfect in every fight, mate, know what I mean? But I think it was night and day, mate. I'm a stylistic fighter. I like to be relaxed and loose, mate, know what I mean? And I think I showed a lot of that the other day. And I think I had, as you said before, if I had 6 rounds there, I don't think you'd have seen the 6th round, know what I mean? So I'm happy with performance, mate. Just wish I had a couple of more rounds to get me out of there, but here, we're going, mate, we're rolling, aren't we? And I'm buzzing, bro.
You said you're a stylistic fighter. Now, touch on that. You said there that another 2 rounds I would have got him out there. Now, it seems to me that because you're that stylistic fighter, you need somebody to open up. You need somebody to maybe throw a combination at you for you to slip, dip and roll, to counter a little bit. You trying to open these journeymen up that are turtled up, high guard, elbows in. It's hard to open them up a little bit and get that stoppage. But that being said, you did hurt him.
Aye. Well, that's the thing, Andy. I think because I've got fast hands, mate, and I can whack, mate, know what I mean? Like anybody will tell you that, Joe Mack said that, beefing that, I can punch, mate, know what I mean? So, see, I think when I hit them hard early, as you said, they got right into that shell, mate, and I'm like, I don't want that. I'll start knocking people out when they come to win. Wait for this and wait to see this, know what I mean? When I get the better opponents who actually come to beat me, that's when I'll go to sleep, mate, 100%. And it's happened in the amateurs, mate, so that's what's going to happen in the pros, know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say, obviously. But again, I keep touching on this. We've done about 1 million interviews and we keep going over the same ground almost. But for you, though, we've done a long interview yesterday. We spoke about the past. Now, people will tune into that tomorrow night. This will probably go up beforehand. But for you, how are you feeling now? Obviously, the second fight back, you fall in love with boxing. You've never been out the gym since probably December last year or whenever it was. How are you feeling not just as a person, but as a fighter now? How are you feeling?
Amazing, mate. I feel amazing. I feel amazing as a person, as a fighter, everything, mate. And do you know what, mate? I actually remember that ring walk there, and I remember the rounds there because see my debut. There you go, my debut. See my return, mate. I don't remember any, Andy, because it was just like a blur because I was back there. And as I said to you, you could see me there, mate, how more relaxed I was and just chilling, mate. And that's me, and that's when you start seeing the best of me. But my return, mate, that was crazy, mate. It's like a blur in my memory, but an amazing one, know what I mean? And no, I'm feeling amazing, mate. I'm feeling grateful and I'm thankful to be here and doing this interview with you, mate. I'm loving life.
Good. And listen, I know what you've been through, so I'm happy to see a smile on your face, enjoying your boxing. I know how good a boxer you are. Now, I keep saying this, I'm a biased jock, and I want all the Scottish fighters to do well. Now, I've got high hopes for you, Aston. I've got high hopes for you. Don't let me down. So when it comes to that sort of Scotland needing that guy to come in behind Josh Taylor and Lee McGregor, and I spoke about your background and your amateur background, are you that guy to maybe tag along with Lee McGregor and bring big time boxing back to Scotland?
100%, mate, 100%. And many people will say today as well, look at the guys I'm working with, mate, you know what I mean? Look at the stable I've got down south, mate. I'm not down there just because I'm an average fighter, mate. I wasn't chosen to go and spar with Liam Smith, not just because I'm an average fighter, mate. Joe Mack and Declan see what I can do, mate, you know what I mean? On my day, I'm a serious fighter, mate, and I'm not blowing smoke up, mate. I don't want, but you have to a wee bit, don't you? Know what I mean? You have to. I can do it, mate. And I think that once I get the longer rounds as well, everybody says that as well when they see me spar, like, you're a longer round fighter. I even said that when I done WSB, I was like 5 rounds isn't long enough, know what I mean? I want the longer rounds, the pace is settled, mate, and you'll see the best of me. Even like there a wee bit, I'm trying to rush it because I know I've only got 4 rounds, know what I mean, to do this, cunt. So, once we get the 8s and 10s and 12s, mate, you're going to see the best Aston Brown, mate, and I'm excited for it. And hopefully we can get something very soon, just talking to Lee in there, so aye, let's do it.
Well, how far are you away from this? How far are you away from them 8 championship rounds, 10 and 12? How far?
Well, it was supposed to be an 8, the next one obviously, but again, things happen out of your control, mate. It was supposed to be a 6 and it got moved to a 4. But I would happily just accept an 8 rounder the next one, because I've done 6s, mate, know what I mean? And again, that can let me settle into a bit more. And as Josh is saying, like, take your time, be patient, know what I mean? But he's a 12 round fighter, he's forgetting I've got 4, only got 4 as well. So you're in between that, but I want an 8 next, mate, and then I'm happy to take anybody. I'm happy to take anybody now, mate. Do you know what? What's this all about? It's a fight coming in. See if you've got a date, you've got a date, mate. And see if you can't date it, you won't date it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You mentioned Josh there. Now, Josh was in your corner. I mean, you mentioned he's a championship fighter, undisputed champion. He's done it all in the boxing game, really. Olympics, Commonwealth medals, world titles around his waist. How good was it to have somebody like that in your corner? Obviously, Joe Mack and Deco, man, they've got a stable coming out their ears now, so they're busy guys in their own right. So, what was it like having Josh in your corner there?
It was amazing, mate. So, for anybody that doesn't know, Joe's in Dubai now, and Declan's tied up with Liam Smith and all the other fighters down there, and by the time he got up, it would have been a bit tight for time. So, I asked Gary Murray, the guy I was actually coaching me before I went to Joe and Declan, to come in my corner, and I spoke to Josh, and he's like, I'll do seconds. So, mate, what a combination. Not I mean, two great friends, but to have Josh in the corner, mate, just even gave me a wee bit of advice. I've never had this, mate. I had it on the return, mate, but to have him like, touch me with pad and just like get the speed, mate, it's like I'm going to go and show him how good I'm, mate. That's how I look up to him. I've said that in many interviews, and I do look up to the guy. And it was great, mate. It was great to have Gary in the corner as well, mate. Just a good friends, mate. It was like a friends corner as well, mate, and it was amazing. Good experience, you know what I mean?
Good, and it was good to see Gary in the corner as well, because I've got a lot of time for Gary. He's probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met, outside the boxing and inside the boxing. But you're going to have 2 weeks off, we spoke about this, but a week off, 3 days off, 1 day.
He's chatting about dates and fights there, so he's leading me saying about dates and fights there, and I'm like giving him, mate, you know what I mean, because I haven't any time to hang around, but we'll see, mate, maybe a week or 2 halves, you know what I mean.
Well, take a week off, mate, because no doubt, I'm sure you're going to get a phone call to go back down to Liverpool, back down to the Rotunda, and yeah, you've got a lot of hard work to do, William Smith.
With my teammate, you know what I mean? It's like the first time I went down, I was brought in as a sparring partner, you know what I mean? And Liam was paying me, but this time I'm going as a teammate, you know what I mean? I want to see him go in there and do a number on you back again, mate, and I would happily, obviously, give him all the work he needs in the world, because again, he's a teammate, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Listen, Aston, always a pleasure to see you, man. It's a absolute joy to see you with a smile on your face, man. I hope life gives you what you need and what you deserve, big man. Well done on the win, and no doubt I'll see you in the next one, brother. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Aston. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests, Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.